So guys, welcome back to another video. In this one today, we're going to be talking about the brand new 89 rated FUT Birthday Jerome Boateng CDM item. Now, you can't buy this card, but you can obtain it for free by completing one of the brand new weekly objectives. All you've got to do to get this card is score using German players in 10 separate rival wins. It's a pretty easy objective to complete and you get yourself a pretty high rated card for doing it. So even if you're not planning on using this card in a team, you should still attempt to get this item as it will really help you with some high rated SBCs in the future. Anyway, before we continue, in the comments below, let me know your thoughts on this Boateng card. Are you going to use it in a team, or are you going to bang it in an SBC? Let me know. Or are you not even going to attempt to get it? Let me know in the comments. Also, guys, if you could leave a like on this video, that would be greatly appreciated. Really do appreciate your guys' support on these kinds of videos. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Let's now get into this Jerome Boateng FUT Birthday player review. Also, I've only just got back from rugby and it's 2:30 in the morning, so I do apologise for this commentary in advance. It's not going to be one of my best. Anyway, let's talk about Jerome Boateng, shall we? Here are his in-game stats. Now, obviously, originally in FIFA, he's a centre-back and he's a very good one, so he actually should translate decently well to a CDM role. As you can imagine, he's got some really good physical attributes and some really solid defensive ones too. This guy has 81 jumping, which isn't amazing, but the guy is 6'4", so aerially he should be pretty solid. 74 stamina isn't really ideal for a CDM in FIFA because he's going to be running around a lot, so hopefully his stamina in-game isn't too bad. He does have 98 strength, so in-game he should be very strong and he should win many battles. Defensively he should be solid too, as he's got plenty of high-rated tackling attributes. Dribbling wise, his agility and balance are poor, so I'm expecting him to be a bit sluggish on the ball. His passing actually doesn't look too bad though. He's got 85 short passing and 95 long passing, so his distribution shouldn't be too bad. One thing to note is the fact that he's got very high composure, so on the ball maybe he'll feel alright when he's under pressure. He does have 99 shot power, so if he gets a chance in front of goal, he's definitely going to hit the ball pretty hard, but I'm going to imagine that his accuracy isn't great, so that ball could be pinged into row Z. Those are the in-game stats, but we don't need to focus on them. What we need to focus on is how this guy performs in actual matches. So to do so, to find out how he performs in actual matches, we're going to go play some live games, and yeah, we'll see how he does. So let's get into some live matches, and let's see how this 89 rated Boateng does. Okay, so for game number 1, we come up against a pretty damn good looking Serie A side that features the likes of headliner Zapata and also one of Donnarumma's many informs. I don't know if that's his second inform or third inform. One of the two, I think. Nonetheless, decent team, and hopefully we can keep a clean sheet because I'm hoping Boateng's going to put in a pretty good performance and stop as many attacks as he can. Boateng moving on to the right wing to win a header. Interesting. Well, right back position. And here he is, Boateng. His first touch on the ball for me. How is this going to go? Going to go for a through ball. I actually aimed that down the wing, but, you know, FIFA 19. The pass doesn't go where you want it half the time. Here's Boateng. Go on, Boateng. Get forward. Let's see if we can get a shot with him. Let's see if we can get a shot with him. We can do more than that. We're actually going to score with him. Well, there's that high composure on show. The guy has just scored the opening goal in this game with his 65 shooting, and it was actually a pretty good run from him, as if we've scored with him in the first game. I'm not even like trying to score with him. I just thought I'd go on a run with him just to see what would happen. But there he is, showing some good strength to shove Allen off the ball. It's not the most mobile of dribblers either, but he's a centre back, so that is to be expected. Oh, Boateng with another tackle. Bit of a like mix of a tackle and an intercept there. And we've lost the ball. But he's got good strength and he should be able to shove Juan Cancelo off the ball, and he does. And he wins it back. Now we can attack, and now we can score, and we can make it 2. Here he is, Boateng on the ball. His first touch isn't amazing. As you can see, he's definitely not the most agile player on the ball. Boateng with another tackle, this time on Quadrado, but he has lost the ball to Duncan. Boateng does not shoot out of position at all, or he hasn't for me thus far, which is very good to see. He just sits back and look at that, just intercepts. Sits back and defends, which is what you want from a CDM, really. Oh, Boateng with a good interception there. He slides the ball through. Chance for Werner. And he's moved his keeper stupidly. And we've put the ball in the back of a pretty much empty net. He tried to get me with a goalkeeper movement, but I was wise to it. And essentially just, you know, put the ball into a pretty empty net. A big gap that the goalkeeper left. So guys, at half-time, we head in at the break with a 4-1 lead. You'll see in a minute, the scoreline does flatter me a bit. My opponent has had plenty of chances. My goalkeeper's been pretty good though, and as you can see, I've definitely been the more clinical of the two sides. My opponent is having chances, but look, we're making plenty of tackles. Boateng's making plenty of tackles, and we are shutting his attacks down. So hopefully, it'll be more of the same in the second half. All day, Boateng. All day. He's really freaking strong, and he just knocks players off the ball with ease. Coming towards the end of the game now. And Boateng gets a clearance in injury time. And I believe the game is about to be over. Oh, wow. My opponent just got a great goal. Just as the referee's about to blow full time, my opponent scored a really nice goal. Okay, so that is full time. We win the game 4-2. And I have to say, Boateng defensively was pretty solid. His positioning at times is great, but at other times it's a bit suspect. So we'll have to have a look at that. We'll have to keep an eye on that for future matches. He made a decent amount of tackles in that game. That's exactly what you want from a CDM. Made a decent amount of dribbles as well, because obviously every time he made a tackle, he went on a bit of a run before passing the ball. And as you can see, his passing was also decent too in that match. So overall, I'm pretty happy with him, considering his debut performance. I will point out though, he did seem a bit tired towards the end of that game, but nonetheless, that's enough of game 1. Let's get into another match and let's see how he does against a different opponent. Okay, so for the next match, we come up against a decent-ish Premier League team, but it's a decent side, but it's not as good as I expected it to be. Like, normally in divisions nowadays, you come up against teams that are just full of special cards. This team's high rated, but it hasn't got as many special items as I thought it would. But nonetheless, let's get into this game and let's see how Boateng does in that CDM role once more. Ball's into the box, and it's Jerome Boateng with the headed clearance, but it only goes as far as Joshua King. Unfortunately, the ball is eventually cleared. There he is. Jerome Boateng playing the ball through, and we might now have an attack on. Hector Bellerin down the wing. Whip it in, and that's going to be a tap in. Oh, whoa. How did that not go in? What? Win the header. There we go. That's what I want to see from you, Boateng. The fact that you're 6'4", I want you to win pretty much every header. Every aerial battle. Boateng with a nice tackle there. I believe it was on Christian Eriksen. And at half-time, it is 1-0. It's been a pretty close game, to be honest. Yeah, just not too much to talk about. Like I said, pretty even game. There just really isn't that much to discuss. Boateng putting in a decent amount of tackles once more. Both sides have been pretty good defensively in this match, to be honest. That's why the scoreline is so low. Anyway, let's get into second half and see if we can get some more goals. Boateng once again has drifted into right back. I don't understand why he keeps doing that. Oh, good interception from Boateng. See what the through ball's like. It's not great. Oh, Boateng showing a good bit of strength there to shove off Arnautovic. And he made it look easy too. And there he is with a nice interception on Josh King's through ball as well. Boateng with the shot. Oh wow, it's dribbled wide. And I think my opponent's had enough. Yep, there we go, he's rage quit. So there is 2 live games done. The first game was pretty active, but that second game there actually wasn't too much going on. Nonetheless, I'm going to get into a few more games. I'm going to try him out in a different formation as well, just to see what Boateng is like. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in a second in the summary. I'm going to go play 2 or 3 more games with this guy, just to get a bit more of a better opinion on this card. So, after using this guy for a few more games, what are my overall thoughts? Well, if you want a really basic, blunt opinion, ask me if I'll ever use this card again, and the answer is probably not. Now, that's not because this card is bad, because it's not a bad card, but at this stage in FIFA, this card isn't good enough to play a defensive midfielder role, in my opinion. He lacks the on-the-ball ability compared to other DMs. His pace was good enough in my opinion, but it is worth noting he can feel a little sluggish at first. It does take him a yard or two to get to his max speed. Positionally, I thought this guy was solid. He does sit back, which is great to see, and he essentially plays like a sweeper role. He will occasionally get forward, but that can be fixed by using player instructions if you so desire. Aerially, this card's brilliant. It's absolutely fantastic. This guy rarely lost an aerial battle for me. He's a great player to aim for when taking set pieces, and he's very good defensively from corners too. Defensively, as a whole, I really don't have any complaints about this card. He made plenty of good and important interceptions for me. He also tackled really well, and with him being so strong and aggressive, he very easily knocks good attackers off the ball. His passing was very impressive, and the fact that he's got a 4-star weak foot really does help with his distribution. The short passing game is solid, and his through balls were very good too. His dribbling is something that lets him down. He's not too easy to manoeuvre when he's in possession. If he was a centre-back, that wouldn't be too much of an issue, but with this guy now being a midfielder, it kind of is an issue. He is hurt by his low agility and his dribbling. His first touch also can let him down at times. Despite having a low balance stat, the guy rarely went to ground for me, so I wasn't too bothered by his low balance. Another slight negative for this card is the stamina. He tires pretty quickly. 74 stamina really isn't ideal for a CDM. In summary, this card is brilliant defensively, and although it does well in the CDM role, it's definitely better suited to play in a centre-back position, in my opinion. Maybe it's just my play style, but I much prefer my CDMs in FIFA to be much more mobile with possession, and Boateng just isn't that, so I probably won't be using this card again. Nonetheless, I do advise everyone to pick up this card because it's essentially a free 89 rated item, and like I said, if you're not going to use it, it's pretty damn good for high rated SBCs. Anyway guys, those are my thoughts on the 89 rated Jerome Boateng CDM item. In the comment below, let me know yours. Thanks for watching. If you could leave a like on the video, that would be great. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching guys. I will catch you in the next one.